Welcome to Tech Made Simple, and today we're reviewing the Feiyu-Tech G6 Plus. One, two. Now, before we get into the actual review, I want to clarify a few things. I have only used the gimbal once before, and that was the previous one that Feiyu-Tech sent me. This is sponsored by Feiyu-Tech, where they provided me the gimbal for free. And number 3 is, well, it's a new part of my new series, which is From Dreams to Reality. And that's why I chose to call it Tech Made Simple. If you don't know how a gimbal works, just Google it, how a gimbal works, because I'm presuming you know how a gimbal works. And I'm a beginner and I think things should be simple, so that's why I'll cut a lot of the small things out and just focus on the main big things for your average consumer. So let's get into it. Feiyu-Tech just released their new gimbal, the Feiyu-Tech G6 Plus, which is a very versatile gimbal that can host anything from GoPros to RX100s and the Sony cameras and A6300 to A6500. Now, it's important to notice that I've used a gimbal once before, so I'm not a huge gimbal whatever you call it advocate. I'm not a pro at this, so this will be as if you buy this gimbal and you get it delivered to your home. So I'm gonna open it straight away. We have a nice box here. It's a nice box, as you can see. So it comes in this box. It's fairly small, like it's only 800 grams, which is very, very beneficial when you're using a gimbal, because in my case, I'm always traveling a lot and stuff like that. So that's perfect. When I open it up here, we have the actual gimbal itself, as you can see here. And in the package, we have a letter which says, ooh, this is nice. It says hello. And in this letter, we have the G6 Plus manual and the warranty card. So that's essentially the box. And I mean, is one well strap holding it apart? Yeah, it feels like it's like premium aluminum. You know, when like the iPhone 5S and the iPhone 4 was released and those sidebars, like you could feel it really was quality aluminum. That's how it feels. And it's only 800 grams. You have a record button and a power mode button, as well as the gimbal or the joystick here, as well as this thing here. So it feels solid and nice right out the get-go. My primary purpose with this gimbal will be to film with the GoPro and have somebody following me while skiing. Anyhow, let's see how hard it is to set up. There's also this little box here, as well as it's a big battery. And this I like. One of the main reasons I tell you I like batteries, because I know when I'm filming in the cold, the batteries will die. So this means there's an opportunity to buy and store batteries in your bag in case it dies, which makes for a better productivity. For example, the GoPro gimbal, you cannot do that. You have to recharge the actual gimbal. So naturally, I'm gonna open it. Yeah, it's at the bottom. Let's see if this battery is charged. I have no idea. Wait. Like this maybe? Is that the right way? Nope. Or maybe the battery isn't charged. Alright, this is interesting. I just realized I have black on me, and the gimbal is black, so you probably can't see it. Alright, let's see if it starts now. Oh, here we go. No? Oh, whoa. Set Wi-Fi via app. Low battery, alright? Wi-Fi via app. Alright, I have no idea what it's doing right now. Oh, shit. Yeah, I just remembered. Before starting a gimbal, you should put the camera on there. So, first mistake. Anyhow, I probably should read the notes, but I don't care to do it. I found this better lighting. In the box comes this thing, this thing too, power cable, and we have a screw thing. So I already have this on here, you see, for the GoPro. It actually comes with one, which is sweet. This is the original GoPro accessory. This one actually looks cooler because of the brass in there, you see. I really pay attention to details, so these things matter to me. So as I was saying before, we have the knob here, we have a joystick here, we have a mode and power button, and as well as a photo and filming button. There is a button here. I have no idea what that does. There's also a button here, which I have no idea what it does. And this one, I think this is lock orientation mode. Oh, right, you have to screw it in so it won't like fall off in case you're putting out the cameras. And this takes a little bit of time, but it's actually a really good. All right, so I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but the first one did not fit. Second one fits. And stabilization is important to remember. You only need to do one. Well, like in my mind with gimbals, they are more or less the same thing. The thing that differentiates Feiyu-Tech from other companies are that they're the first one to produce, or amongst the first companies to produce gimbals at a reasonable price. Now you gotta be careful when you do this because there are possibilities that you will wear out the motor of the gimbal. Right, so it's shaking a lot. Ah, here we go. Now you see, it's on, perfect. Ooh, I like this. Oh, it has to stop there. Oh, this is sweet. This is so sweet. Gimbals always amaze me when I whoa. To be honest with you guys, you can watch tons of great reviews like how the gimbal actually works. What I'm interested in right now is it hard to set up the app? How does the app interface work with the actual gimbal? And does it have the eternal roll, or what you call it, that the new DJI Ronin S has? Because I saw that on a video and it just looks amazing.
Joystick all the way over when you're in mode 3, and it's going to infinite roll your camera, enabling you to get those really cool creative shots.
Now, a positive thing about this, it's $279, which is not bad at all. Alright, I'm just gonna set it up and then I'll get back to you. I mean, the app is not super modern, but it'll do the job. It doesn't seem like I can set the thing I wanted to set up though. First glance at the app, fairly simple. Actually extremely simple, easy to connect. But I'm very excited about that feature that I saw on the DJI. Motor strength here, yes. I think I got it right. So if I'm filming like this, it still stops there. Oh, I'm a little bit bummed it doesn't have this setting. It's also splash proof and stuff like that, so it's really hard to give a good proper look at first glance. But you have to remember, it's $280. You can find the link down below. You can also find the link to a couple of good videos you should watch before buying the gimbal. And I saw that Feiyu-Tech have really good instructional videos too. In the end, gimbal like gimbal, more or less. What you're looking for is exchangeable batteries, so when it runs out, you just take it out and put a new one in there. I'm not gonna shoot anything on the gimbal because I want to give it a fair review when I'm using it properly, and I have to use it for about 2 weeks. Anyhow, Feiyu-Tech, if you could roll out an update where it kind of spins like this when I'm holding it like this, that would be so sick, because that would actually give you a market advantage that I have not seen or heard about any other gimbal except for the Ronin S that does, especially not at this price point, which would make it very attractive. It's still a really attractive gimbal at this price point for the range of cameras you can use on it. So yeah, that's it. So now that I got the tech review out of the way, I'm at Sam's crib. Samuel, how are you doing?
What's up?
I know the people have been missing you, Sam.
Oh, it's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But we're back, baby.
We're back. We've been talking a bunch of business today and working actually, like, because I work for myself now, Sam works for himself. So we've just been liming at his spot and smashing out some work. It's actually really good to exchange ideas and stuff like that. Anyhow, this tech review did not turn out the way I thought it would, but I've done a little bit of research and I've seen that you can actually mount it on a monopod, which probably be very useful. But I'll do another review in 2 weeks where I have a lot of experience with it and I can give you like you know, a more grounded opinion of what I actually really think of it. This was more like a first hand glance of view.